Thank you. Thank you. Part and parcel of my family. जिन माननीय सदस्यों को
Those honorable members who were allowed under 377 to raise the issues, they can send the slip to the on the table of the House.
So, vanakkam sir, வாழ்க தமிழ். So, the
2025
significance than the other annual budgets, as this was a full year budget of the NDA's term, third term, sir. But once again, sir, the NDA's budget favors only the corporates over the common man. The government should have present a budget that prioritizes the needs of the common man. The structural issues plaguing the Indian economy, like unemployment, price rise, and lack of demand in the economy which have to be addressed by the NDA. So the combination of shrinking employment opportunities and rising costs of essential goods has left the middle class and the lower income households unable to make ends meet. Sir, as the saying goes, you can wake up a person who is really sleeping, but it's very, very difficult to wake up a person who is pretending to sleep. So today, I register my protest against this budget, which is unjust, biased, and fails to address our Indians' real problem. So, sir, the stage was set for a growth of 8% by our former Prime Minister, late Manmohan Singh's UP era. And you had everything in you needed to go big and bring in much reforms and inspire the growth where Dr. Manmohan Singh left. So, but what we got instead were a set of hollow promises and biased budgets of hoodwinking states which are going to elections. Sir, this budget is a missed opportunity. Sir, India's economy is slowing growth. The growth has now fixed at 6.4. It was 6.4% in 2024-25, and this year it is projected at only 6.8%. And the budget does nothing for the growth. The rupee has fallen to 87.35 against the US dollars. And we won't believe, in just the month of January 2025, 8 billion in foreign investments have left India in the stock market. Shame. It's just a 1 month story. So the rupee has fallen to historic low against the US dollar. So the finance minister, I thought she will be here, sir. As usual, she is bunking it. I don't know why she likes to bunk whenever the opposition tries to raise the points. So anyway, it doesn't mean we'll also bunk when we'll boycott when she's replying, sir. So rupee has fallen to a historic low against the US dollar. When you were in the opposition, the same Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman went on interviews and said the UPA government had to resign. When it was 68, said Abu Sulta, it's not even 86, it is 87.5. You want us to ask, or will you resign on your own? Sir, anyway, sir. But what will the finance minister say to us? You're wrong. Rupee is not getting weaker. Dollar is getting stronger. And we have to accept it. What does it mean? Sir, the food inflation has risen from 7.5% to 8.4% in 1 year. Sir, the common man, especially the middle class, is struggling with high prices and very low wages. The so-called tax relief benefits only 2.5 crore people at the most. That is hardly.
कृपया आप खड़े मत रहें, कृपया बैठ के बात करिए.
Please, Dilkeshwar ji, please don't stand there. Please.
कामत जी, ये क्या तरीका?
Sir,
ये क्या तरीका?
the so-called tax relief, the so-called tax relief benefits only 2.5 crore people. At the most, sir, it is only 1.75% of the population. Why 98% of the Indians face rising costs. This is intentionally done not to benefit the common man. So once again, sir, the BJP government focused on headline management instead of real fiscal management to attract the voters of Delhi, and they succeeded. They announced no tax on income up to 12 lakhs. They claim this will boost the restart economy. India has a population of 140 crores. Only 8 crore people, that is 5.7%, file income tax returns in 2023-24. These are the direct taxpayers. Out of them, 4.15 crore people earn less than 50,000 rupees a month. 1.5 crore people earn more than 1 lakh a month, so they don't qualify for the tax benefit. That leaves only 2.5 crore who may benefit in this, and which is 1.75% of the population. So this would help BJP win votes. And sir, this announcement was made in publicly in Parliament, and our great election commission didn't even object to it. This populism method announced there, sir. When has the election commission been fair, sir? So the Delhi elections are over now. You have won. So at least now admit it. The budget headline grabbing move to raise the income tax exemption threshold of rupees 12 lakh is an attempt to placard small portion of Indian middle class who are living in cities and the opportunities are less, salaries are low, and which are races are far apart. Sir, they may enjoy for a year or two. They'll be happy about the extra thousands in their pockets. But the alarming rate of inflation, especially on food and essentials, will catch up in 2 years if growth stagnates. This measure is a mere short-term economic sugar rush and not a sustainable solution. Sir, meanwhile, India's per capita income in 2022-23 was 1.7 lakh per year, or you can say 14,000 rupees per month. In rural India, it was even low. It was 85,000 per year, just 7,000 per month. The remaining 98.25% of Indians, of whom this 12 lakh income tax relief is a non-issue. They are the real Indians who have been ignored by this budget. Yes, they are they are unemployed, have no jobs, or earn just enough to survive. They also suffer from rising fuel, food, and essential costs, just like these 12 people who are getting 12 lakh benefits. While I welcome the reduction in income tax move for the relief, it brings to a small portion of the middle class. It's very easy to get confused and assume that only those paying income tax are bearing the brunt of nation building. Every single citizen of this country is paying dearly through indirect taxes. Reality check, sir. With your projected vote, we will not have a growth rate of 8% every year for at least next 10 years. We will not be able to see income growing fast enough to match the inflation. We also call the taxation idea superficial because the budget fails to address the growing wealth divide. The top 1% of India's population holds more than 40% of national wealth. Instead of a progressive taxation of the ultra-rich, this budget, like always, relies on high indirect taxes on essential goods, forcing the common man to bleed dry for the mere survival. Sir, top 5% of the Indian population hold nearly 60% of all wealth. If we calculate per capita GDP of the remaining 95% against the 40% of the wealth, the reality of our economy is that we are lagging behind the sub-Saharan African countries. Look at the incredible high fuel prices. Throughout the COVID time, the government made bumper profits of taxes and excise on fuel when the global markets were low. Sir, the total contribution of petroleum sector to your exchequer in 2019-20 was 5,55,370 crores. In 2020-21, it was 6,72,780 crores. In 21-22, it was 7,74,425 crores. In 2022-23, it was 7,48,718 crores. In 2023-24, it was 7,51,155.9 crores. Sir, the last 6 months alone, you have collected nearly 3,39,185.5 crores, which is a provisional amount. At least, sir, now since you made huge profits in the price of petrol, especially with the Ukraine war. What did you do? First time in our country, we heard the terminology, windfall taxes. When Russia was selling fuel at $60 against the market price of $120, you allowed Reliance Industries to make windfall profits. You allowed all your friends to make windfall profits. You could have passed the 50% price reduction to our poor Indians, which should have brought in growth. At least now, sir, with the increasing inflation now, you have so much of money in your kitty, the name of excise and cess. Why don't you remove it and give it to a common man? Then 98% of the population will benefit out of this. Do it. Sir, but what have you done? You have done welfare cuts and neglect of the work. The government has now, again, our finance minister, Nirmala Sitharaman, is boasting that she has reduced fiscal deficit. She is never available. And she is always, it is between 4.5% of the GDP. Sir, at what cost have you reached this figure of curtailing the fiscal deficit? Sir, you have cut the Manrega funding, which remains stagnant at 86,000 crores, despite a record low of unemployment. Sir, SC/ST education funds are unchanged, making higher education for them unaffordable. Sir, food prices are increasing. The poor man is suffering. But what have you done? Food subsidy cut from 2,05,250 crores to 2,03,000 crores. Sir, Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana slashed by 13.5%, affecting affordable housing. But you claim in the president's speech that you are going to build houses, 5 lakh houses, 10 lakh houses, sir. I wonder, with this fiscal cut, how are you going to manage to do that? Sir, Jal Jeevan Mission funding down to 67,000 crores, lower than spending the last 2 years. Sir, Honorable Chairman, sir, in 2019, you created a new ministry called Jal Shakti Ministry. Everyone wondered, what are you doing? Why are you renaming it? But you said, we are renaming it because we are going to interlink the rivers of India and ensure there's no drought, there's no flooding in any part of the country. Please, sir, give us a list. It's 11 years now. How many rivers have you interlinked? How many droughts have you stopped? How many floodings have you stopped? Yes, nothing. Zil, sir. Sir, at the time when mental health programs spending should be increased because of the upcoming inflation and joblessness, you have reduced it from 133 crores to 90 crores, ignoring the growing crisis. Sir, employment generation is a need of the hour, but no major initiative have been taken for job creation, despite 2.5 crore people being unemployed. Hence, MSMEs, which provide 45% of India's export and employment and employ 7.5 crore people, received no tax relief or any support from this budget. Sir, 60 to 70 lakh young people enter job market annually. Yet, no plans exist to address the employment needs. All the PSUs have been sold, probably on the process of being sold. Earlier, we used the public sector companies to generate employment for our youth. But now, sir, even that is not in your hands. Now we have to go beg Adanis and Ambanis and Tatas to provide employment for our youth. Sir, railways, sir. Railways are very, very important for us. And now, what have you done, sir? You have reduced the funding for railway project from 34,000 crores to 32,000 crores. When we really need more investment, especially when we have seen more than 200 rail accidents the last 5 years, and especially when the need has come to improve the Kavach system. Sir?
Kindly conclude.
I'm the main speaker, sir.
First, but your time has been allotted 29 minutes. And there are 2-3 speakers.
Sir, if you take my time, what will I do, sir? Let me allow to speak, sir.
I'm just only...
No, I'm aware, sir. I'm aware.
You must be aware.
Sir,
Let the finance minister come and reply, sir.
you don't reply, sir. Wait, sir. So, with the funding for the most important to avoid railway accident, which the Prime Minister himself has said is Kavach. The Kavach system has to be implemented so that we can avoid this head-on collisions with railways where thousands of our Indian lives have been lost. Sir, right now, with this budget, only 5% of the entire railway network can be covered with the Kavach system. So you have no value for the common Indian who will travel by train and who will be have to take the risk of meeting with rail accidents. Sir, and the finance minister said that she is introducing a new Udan scheme in the budget, which will improve air connectivity. I was quite surprised. Not bad. She's announcing because some new airport is coming for BR. That is very good. Sir, she has slashed the Udan scheme budget from 800 crores to 540 crores, making air travel more costlier for common man. When you say new means more fund should have come. But I think, sir, it's just an eyewash. Sir, let me tell you, sir, the next major hindrance for the common man, 98% of the population, is the highways, sir, which collect massive tolls. And, sir, just tolls. But if you travel on the roads, it is the worst roads you can ever travel. Sir, Tamil Nadu is going to get more tolls. Sir, in fact, sir, I really wonder. I asked the finance minister, I would have asked her if she was here, but she never come here. Sir, to her, when a person buys a new bike, motorbike, or new car, or new any vehicle, sir, you charge them GST, which is divided by the state and the center. Cess, which goes into your kitty. Excise, which goes into your kitty. And the union government also charges road tax at the time. Sir, I am wondering, why should road tax be collected for a new vehicle? Because you don't lay any roads inside the free roads. All the roads laid by the union government is all toll roads. Anyway, the common man pays for the tax. Sir, to top it all, what have we done, sir? The finance minister has done double taxation. So we are trying to get rid of double taxation. Now, a common man buys a motorcycle, he has to pay GST, sir, for a new vehicle. Okay. Sir, when in a rush, he wants to sell the bike. Sir, he can't, because he wants to sell the bike, get the amount, whatever he gets for the second-hand vehicle, and put it as a deposit to get a new bike. But if he sells it to any dealer, he is gone, sir. He has to pay 18% GST on the difference. Is it fair, sir? How many times he will pay GST, sir? This is double taxation anyway, okay. That too when you want to increase demand. You want to increase demand for production, for sale of motorbike, sale of car. This goes totally against your principle, sir. Sir, again, we are talking about make in India. Sir, as our opposition leader already said, it is never make in India. It's just an assembled India. Sir, during the UPA government, we found Foxconn and Flextronics, who are the bases now set up in India, which are producing the iPhones. Sir. So right now, all we are doing is assembling iPhones and selling it to, exporting it. But what are we doing? The union government is giving performance-linked incentive to every iPhone manufactured, assembled in India, while as none of them are manufactured. So basically, a huge subsidy is going on the assembling of iPhones, sir. And another sad thing is that even those assembly lines are imported from China. Every part which is made for any new electronic unit is now coming from China. We are just assembling. Sir, even a power adapter, we don't have know-how to make a power adapter in India. It has to be imported from China. That is a sad state. Sir, the trade deficit with China is still high. For the year, financial year 2024, India's trade deficit with China surged to $85.1 billion. And we continue importing critical components for electronics, pharmaceuticals, and machinery. Sir, in fact, for every mobile phone, the displays, the batteries, the processor are still being imported from India. Sir, we do not have invested, we don't say, to make sure that we can have the facilities or no. No, sir, sir, we can adjust the time with others. Don't worry about it, sir. We'll adjust. And also the automobile sector are still mostly dependent upon it. Sir, we have to become self-reliant. When are we going to become self-reliant? Sir, this story reminds me of what happened when the United States imposed tariff on China for certain goods. Sir, China did nothing. China went straight to Brazil, assembled there, because Brazil had a treaty with US, free export. They exported. This is the same thing which we are following. We are assembling in India from all the Chinese parts. Sir. This is not this. Sir, again, sir, if you really see, sir, even in the supply chains, it is dominated by three players. Ambani's, Adani's, and the Tatas. There are no, they have ensured that they're there. Sir, if any multinational have to step into India, they can enter India only with Ambani's, Adani's, or Tatas. See, even a coffee shop can't come into India. Starbucks, because they had to have the Tata's brand name. Sir, if we have to make, even the media space is completely taken over by the other. There's no Disney, there's no Star, everything is now owned by the Ambani, sir. Sir,
Yes, only one
and, sir, we all know, moment we say energy, or moment we say solar, there's only one company comes to our minds. Adani. The only person who has a monopoly over there, sir, he doesn't have monopoly on this. Sir, I sometimes wonder what the Competition Commission of India does. He owns all the ports. He owns all the airports. Yeah, he's a monopolistic in power, cement, and every high-risk market. He is a monopoly.
Already,
Sir, but
already
nothing
you
can
have
happen
taken
to
20
sir,
minutes.
Let me come.
Please, 20 minutes already you have taken.
I have time. I have time.
You have time 29
Sir, please
minutes.
don't disturb me, sir. Please don't disturb me. The chair shouldn't disturb the speaker. Sir, let me come to the main point, sir. Sir, this unfair treatment for the southern states. Sir, the IOBR elections, we ensured government sufficient schemes like the Western Koshi Canal project, Makna Board expansion of Patna Airport, and development of Brownfield Airport in Pitta. Sir, what about Tamil Nadu? What about Kerala? What about Karnataka? What about Telangana? Sir, maybe next year, Tamil Nadu and Kerala will see a bonus of lot of announcement because our elections are coming next year. But even that will be mere announcements. But nothing will come into India, to Tamil Nadu. Sir, Tamil Nadu's share in tax pool remains stagnant 4.1% against Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, which are getting increased allocation. Sir, the Kanyakumari Thiruvananthapuram industrial corridor has been ignored again. Sir, no incentive for IT hubs in Bengaluru, Chennai, and Hyderabad, despite their contribution to the economy. Sir, just last week, sir, the union government has taken away nearly 2,000 crores meant for Tamil Nadu students and divert to other states. Have we ever heard our union government punishing the students? Sir, we are very, very clear that we will never, ever accept three-language policy. My Chief Minister, Muthuvel Karnataka Stalin has said, you try whatever you want. Three-language policy will never come into Tamil Nadu. A three-language policy will never come into Tamil Nadu. And we will ensure our students are not deprived. They will be taken care with our own funds. Sir, today, the most successful states in India is Tamil Nadu. Because we follow the Dravidian model, sir. Last time, sir, the last session, sir, there were some statements made by our Honorable Finance Minister. We always say in Tamil, Vandare Varavikkum Tamil Nadu. We always are very nice to everyone. Sir, we are never against Hindi. We are only against Hindi imposition. Sir, I like to say, there's a statement made by R. Vijaya Shankar, who was a former editor of Frontline. He says very clearly that Mrs. Nirmala Sitharaman studied in SRV, Sita Lakshmi Ramaswamy College. She studied there, sir. This Vijaya Shankar's sister also studied, and he's very proud of it. Because, and said they all stayed in a nice Agaraharam, where there are no intruders, only their community stayed. And no one has ever stepped inside the Agaraharam or disturbed their college from them not to study Hindi, sir. Today, if Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has achieved these heights, it's because of only one man. It's because of Periyar. Because of Periyar. Because the freedom movement to study came into Tamil Nadu. Otherwise, the Finance Minister wouldn't have come today because she was born in Periyar land. And she should never, ever forgive it. But sir, again, I sometimes wonder what is the Finance Minister angling? She is the topmost post now. I don't know what is the other post she is angling for. Because she's in Rajya Sabha, she might angling, I think, assume, the other topmost post might get vacant fast. So she is trying to angle that. Because whatever she says goes against the truth, sir. Sir, In 2007, I'm talking 2017, she was in Tamil Nadu after Mrs. Jayalalitha's death. She thought she can become the chief minister. She was angling for the chief minister's post. And that time she said, this year there will be no NEET. There will be NEET exemption for Tamil Nadu. All the students in Tamil Nadu believed her. Because only we know that whatever she says doesn't come true. So just to move people, she tried, but she never could become the chief minister of Tamil Nadu. Sir, similarly, as I said, she is angling for a bigger post now. We are wishing her all the best because she is from Tamil Nadu, sir. Sir, again, sir, we will ask, sir, the AIMS projects, AIMS Madurai remains incomplete. AIMS Madurai remains incomplete. Sir, again, the AIMS Madurai is the only AIMS project funded by JICA, whereas all other AIMS have been funded by the union government. Sir, Delhi and Meerut received thousands of crores for metro project, while Chennai struggles to secure funds for its only metro project in Chennai. Sir, that too, sir, our state government, our chief minister said, we don't need your funds. Because we got the funds from JICA, after which the union government came running, oh no, we'll fund you. Because the JICA funds have to come through the union government. So they had no choice but to compensate. Sir, the second largest economy in India is being sidelined by the NDA government. Sir, we will win. Our able administration of our chief minister, M.K. Stalin, has been so good. All the industries are coming to Tamil Nadu. Even 2 days back, he opened the largest solar panel factory, not by Ambani, in Tamil Nadu. Sir, every industries are coming to Tamil Nadu. Sir, we will continue to go. Whatever you try to do, the people of Tamil Nadu have so much of faith and trust in our chief minister. Sir, wait, I have time.
You have got time, sir.
I'm concluding.
Let him finish, sir. He has got time, sir.
There are
Sir,
3-4 speakers.
Sir.
Already he has taken.
It makes, sir.
Sir, don't speak in our time, sir. We have got time to speak. Why are you
In
disturbing?
fact, the efforts taken by a Dravidian model, we were earlier, before the DMK Dravidian model government, we were the 76nd position when it came to Kelo India. After our able leadership of our Deputy CM, Udayanidhi Stalin, we are in number 2 place in Kelo India. This is the success of the Dravidian model. Sir, I would like to ask one of our MPs, who's MP, sir, which is belonging to DMK party, had a recent issue with the bank. Sir, for not maintaining a minimum amount of 25,000 rupees, he was charged. Nearly 9,000 rupees was penalized. He wrote a letter. He wrote a letter. They take it. It was auto debited. When he made a claim, sir, he wrote a letter. 9,000 rupees was refunded to the MP. Wow, but it's not war. We are upset because he's a member of parliament. He got his money. But sir, only the public sector banks alone have collected 8,500 crores for not maintaining minimum balance. Sir, is this the way to be done? I asked the finance minister. The banks are making enough money. They are taking our money and lending the money and making money. But will they ever refund or give us any money, penalty money? When you go to the ATM and we try to withdraw money and there's no money in the ATMs, will the banks be penalized? Will the money be given to the person who was desperate to take money, sir? Nothing. Sir, there's one more last conclusion. Sir, I'm talking about you. Sir, let me tell you, sir. In a credit card, if you buy a flight ticket.
To the chair.
Sir, I'm the main speaker. Please.
Sir, we have got time, sir. Don't disturb us, sir.
No, I'm not disturbing. 29 minutes.
Use a
allotted
credit
your
card
party.
for purchase of
Already 29 minutes
tickets.
he has
Sir, when you
taken.
purchase, I'm concluding. Sir, when you use a credit card to purchase tickets in Air India or any other airline, sir, and you cancel it, it takes 5 to 14 days for refund. Sir, it takes 5 to 7 seconds for them to take the money away from my bank account. But it takes 5 to 10 days for refund. Sir, now Swiggy or Licious, sir, 1,000 rupees, 1,500 rupees, they give it in 20 minutes. They refund it. When you cancel the order, they refund in 20 minutes. Why is that? The big corporates like Tata's and others are taking away common man money and rotating. Is this the way we have to do it, sir? Sir, there's one more serious issue which I like to concern. Sir, this concerns you. Sir, we know what we are all called in the banking terminology, PEPs. You are all pepped up people. It doesn't mean a good thing. It is a bad thing. Our flag goes in the banking accounts. we are called politically exposed person. That means any transaction we do or come as a, no, no, sir, wait, sir, I
Your
complete.
party time is over. 29 minutes. Your
No, sir,
party
no,
time
sir, we are more.
is
We are
50
50 minutes.
Shri Manish Tiwari. Shri
Sir,
Manish Tiwari.
let me complete. I'm concluding. Sir, I'm concluding.
You are
Last
marking
point,
personal
sir.
chair.
Last point. Sir, last point. Last point. Sir, we are the lawmakers. Please, sir, please move. We are the lawmakers. We make laws. We pass the finance bill. But when it comes to banking industry, we are called politically exposed person. Our flag is raised. No loans are given to us. Sir, no credit cards are given to us. They come and tell us, don't take a credit card, take a debit card. It's good for you. Sir, this should change. Why should the lawmakers be penalized? Sir, it's not only for you. It's not only Nishikant Dubey, it's not only you. It's your son, your daughter, your wife, your entire family are marked as politically exposed person.
Thank you.
Sir, I think this time has come when we
Shri
have
Manish
ensured
Tiwari.
such discrimination has come.
Shri Manish
Fine,
Tiwari.
concluding, sir. Conclusion, sir. This budget,
concluding
concluding, sir.
Last, sir.
This budget only favors the corporates. This budget is anti-people. This budget is anti-Tamil Nadu, anti-Kerala, anti-Karnataka, anti-Telugu. And against the Indian population, 98% of the population. And I feel that the finance minister should be more
Shri Manish Tiwari.
positive in making sure that budget is entirely for India. Thank you, sir.
सभापति महोदय,
Mr. Chairman, sir. If we look into the philosophy, the 20th century had four major principal views. One was that in 1933, when in the United States of America there was economic recession, the then President of America, Franklin Roosevelt, he had declared a new deal. It is called as New Deal. The second economic and strategic view was after the Second World War for the revival of Europe, there was a master plan. And the third economic and strategically important view was that when Hiroshima bomb was thrown on Japan, and Japan was completely damaged, destructed, for revival of Japan, a Manhattan Plan was made. Similarly, in 1978, when Deng Xiaoping became the all-strong leader, he changed the definition of communism.
कि अमीर बनना
He said that it is very effective and glorious to be rich. And in 1978, the Chinese Communist Party, while addressing the third plenary session of the Chinese Communist Party,
as long as it catches mice. फिर 1991 आया.
then it was 1991 when our former Prime Minister, Dr. Manmohan Singh's leadership, who was also the Finance Minister, liberalization and globalization of Indian economy took place under him. It is very unfortunate that in the past 10 years, the NDA-BJP rule had just one important view, and that view was demonetization. And the objectives that were put forward before the people, not even one objective could be fulfilled. And today, on 24 January 2025, the cash in circulation in the Indian economy is 35.99 lakh crore rupees. You must recall that 16.99 lakh crore rupees were demonetized. They were demonetized. People used to stand in queues. They were made to stand in queues. People lost their lives standing in queues. And now, after 8 years, in the same economy, the cash is 35.99 lakh crore rupees. This is the biggest achievement of this government in the past 10 years. Now, I would come on the corporate income tax rebate. Mr. Chairman, sir, you were member of this house last time. In the year 2019-20, the government had brought very small budgets, small projects, and the capitalists of India, in India, they were given big exemption under the corporate income tax. It was reduced to 22%, and for some companies it was reduced to 15%. The Estimates Committee of the Indian Parliament has said that in the first 2 years, the total revenue, 1.84 lakh crore rupees of the total revenue went under losses, and it was only because of the corporate tax rebate. But the economy, the entire economic cycle actually got disturbed. The objective was that the capitalists would be given tax relief and they would make more investment, and then it is going to revolve the wheel of economy dynamically. But then it could not get revolved dynamically. There was no investment in India, as a result of which the government had for the past 5 years is running the economy of the country through the government capitalist expenditure. So in the year 2020 to 23, 35% of government capital was increased, 5,54,000 crore rupees, and then 35% in 2023 was increased 7.50 lakh crores, and then 2024 it was increased to 37.4%, 8 lakh crores, and in the year 2025 it was 11.8%, that is 11.11 lakh crore rupees, and in the year 2026 it is estimated to be increased to 11.21 lakh crore rupees. Unfortunately, sir, the objective of the government regarding capital expenditure was only 92% could be completed, and 10.18 lakh crore rupees could be expended or utilized. Now, every person had said one thing, that don't give money to the capitalists, give money in the pockets of the people. But the government did not take heed of all these facts, and for 5 years this experience was completely failed. It was foiled, in fact, and now the BJP, the government says that whosoever brings the income tax, we will give rebate to them. It is okay that if they have understood it late, let them understand it. It's better to understand than to never understand. So the exemption that has been given to the taxpayers, so for the past 5 years, the wheel of economy that was completely jammed, it may get revived and move dynamically in the near future because of this policy. Otherwise, the economy of India had increased from 5.4% only. The figures have not been made public.
Sir, I would now
Revi-
like to mention some macroeconomic numbers as per the revised estimates. Chairman, sir, the fiscal deficit for 2024-25 was 15,59,527 crore. In the revised estimate for 2025-26, and the deficit is 15,68,936 crore rupees. What does it mean? That the fiscal deficit it has decreased by 591 crore rupees only, and if you see it in the context of the borrowings of the government, then for the revised estimates of 2025 and 26, government has 11,62,678 lakh rupees have been taken as borrowings. In the year 2025-26, the borrowings which will be taken, which is called government market borrowings, it will be 11,53,834 rupees. Sir, I mean to say that the borrowings from the market is only 8,834 rupees. It is the decrease. And sir, a very important question is that you have given some rebate in income tax to the taxpayers, but if the government takes the borrowings from the market and if the expenditure goes high, then the capitalist for the investors it will be difficult to raise money because you have crowded the private investors. Then the private investors will be left with no money in their hands. And sir, the government has not clarified this so far. So now I talk about the taxation and income. The revised estimates of 2025-26, it has been stated that taxes and income 12,57,000 crore rupees is with the government, and as per the budget estimates of 2025-26, the income of taxes is 14,38,000 crore rupees. 1 lakh crore rupees has been kept for the benefits because you wanted to win the election. Sir, through you, I would like to ask the government. This is very unfortunate that the finance minister is not here. Sir, one honorable MOS is here and he is listening to you. Chairman, sir, this has been the tradition of this house. When there is debate on budget, on finance minister sits in the house. Sir, I have always seen this tradition in the house. I have never seen so. When we are discussing the budget, finance minister should be there. Sir, you please don't clarify it many times. MOS is sitting here. I know him and I have seen him. This is not as per the tradition of the house. So please let me.
I am not yielding.
The finance minister is in Rajya Sabha. Chairman, sir, I want to ask that 1 lakh crore rupees. Nishikantji, please let me speak. You have given the rebate of 1 lakh crore rupees. Please tell me.
I am not yielding. I am not yielding. I am not yielding. सभापति महोदय, मुझे एक बात बताइए कि एक.
Please tell me one thing, that 1,81,000 crore rupees, which is just as the estimates. Sir, please listen to me. Please let me speak. And no, he has raised the.
एक मिनट, हाँ बताइए.
आर्टिकल 75 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ इंडिया वो ये कहता है,
Article 75 Constitution of India says that Council of Minister is responsible for everything. Time and again, this opposition is raising questions. He himself is an advocate. He should not talk like this. Honorable Chairman, sir, perhaps my friend Nishikant Dubezi will definitely accept it that I have studied constitution more than he has. I talked about tradition. I have not talked about the constitution. Sir, I just wanted to say that in financial year 2025 and 24 and 25, government says that the taxes on income was 12 lakh 57,000 crore rupees, and their estimate is that in 25-26 it will be 14 lakh 38,000 crore rupees. 1 lakh crore rupees has been given as a rebate to the taxpayers. And sir, through you, I would like to know from the government that 1,81,000 rupees, what will be the source of this money? There is no justification, no clarification of this money, and there is no mention about that from where you will get this 1,81,000 crore rupees. Now I talk about financial deficit. Government very cunningly and very surprisingly, they have managed the standards about the fiscal deficit from absolute fiscal target. They have now shifted to debt to GDP ratio. But I want to ask you, sir, that on 31st March 2024, on our country, on Government of India, 50,87,149.33 crore rupees was the amount as debt. On 31st March 2026, it will be 196,787.62 crore rupees. It means that in the last 10 years, 140 lakh and 91,623.33 crore rupees will be the debt on this country. Who will repay it? Our coming generations will be paying it.
Debt by putting this burden on the coming generations that they will have to service the debt which has been created by this government. 200 lakh crore rupiah.
200 lakh crore rupees. This is not a small amount, sir. Now I talk about agriculture. Chairman, sir, this government stated that between the period 2017 to 22, sir, I need 2-3 more minutes. Sir, in the agriculture field, in agriculture field, the growth has been by 5%. It was 1.5% earlier. Now you can see the contradiction that the budget of Manrega was 33,000 crore. In 2025-26, it was 86,000 crore. The percentage in 2013-14 it was 0.22 crore, and in 23-24 it became 3.8 crore. Sir, I want to ask the government through you, if the agriculture sector of our country was increasing by the growth rate of 5%, then how the Manrega budget got triple, and how the rates became double? It means that in the agriculture field there is a crisis, due to which minimum wage, which is called DC rate, the people are ready to work on this minimum wage. It shows that the data of the government is not correct. Sir, finally I would like to say that in any economy there are 5 most important pillars: this savings, expenditure, investment, production, and employment. Sir, I now present the comparative data. Savings to GDP ratio in 2013-14 was 34%. When they used to talk about policy paralysis in 23-24, it is 31%. The private financial consumption expenditure is, sir, I will take 2-3 more minutes. In 13-14, it was 60%. In 2025-26, the first advanced estimate is 56.3%. Investment to GDP ratio in 13-14 was 33.8%. In 23-24, it became 29.6%. Share of manufacturing in GDP. Government said that 25% GDP will be having the share of production by 2022. In 2023-24, the share is only 15.8%. And the rate of employment, Chairman Sir, I need some more time because this is a very important data. In 2014, it was 5.44%. In 2014, 2024, this is 8 to 9% on an average. Sir, finally, I would like to say that in this budget, for a common man, there is no rebate. 803 is the price of gas cylinder, 94 rupees per liter. Petrol, 87 rupees is the rate of diesel, 165 mustard oil, and 55 rupees flour, and 60 rupees per liter is milk. And they talked about the rupees, that the value of rupee is increasing in leaps and bounds, and now earlier it was 58 rupees per dollar. On 7th February 2024, the rate is 87.47 rupees. Sir, I don't want to pass any comment on the statements given by Honorable Prime Minister. Sir, finally, I would like to say,
अंग्रेजी में बोलता हूं, there was one big idea in the economic survey, and that one big idea was that the chief economic advisor told the government that they need to get out of the way of the people. They need to change the manner in which they govern the country, and they need to re-engineer it from you are innocent until proven guilty, rather than what they have been doing in the past 10 years, कि आप गुनहगार हो जब तक आप अपना गुनाह साबित नहीं कर सकते, और वो बड़ा
you are responsible for this and you have to accept it.
धन्यवाद सभापति महोदय.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. Sir, I am grateful to Honorable Prime Minister who has given me time to speak on budget. Sir, with full pride, we can say that if Modi ji is there, it is possible. And the biggest proof of this fact is this budget. So this is not just an annual budget, this is the roadmap of developed India, and it is just a resolution which we have to prove. Chairman sir, as we talk about developed India, opposition gets restless and they have pain in their stomach, and this pain will increase as we have seen the results of elections in Delhi, and the result has shown that they have cleaned Delhi and now it is Apada free. This is not just a slogan. Honorable Modi ji is there in the heart of the Delhiites, and they have proved it. And there was a loot in the regime of Apada. There was corruption. Now they have been thrown out, and the lotus is blooming in Delhi. The people of Delhi during the last 10 years, now they have rejected this government of corruption. The people of Delhi have chosen the path of development of Modi ji, and today I can say that today the cloud has burst, and now Delhi will be witnessing good fortune. There will be lotus in Delhi. Sir, our ancestors and our elders say that when Goddess Lakshmi comes to you, you should not go to wash your mouth. You should grab it. So such opportunity should be grabbed. So this is the opportunity which has been given. Up to 12 lakh rupees, there will be no income tax. Sir, this was never possible. So we can say that this is possible if Modi ji is there, and up to the income of 12 lakh rupees, you don't have to pay any income tax. Now you should smile. Everybody is happy in the country. You don't have to pay any tax. I would like to mention what happened during the regime of Indira ji. 4 growth engines have been fixed, like agriculture, MSME, investment, export, and if we talk about the targets which we have fixed for a developed nation, by 2047 there will be no poverty in our country, and 100% quality education will be imparted in all the schools, and good health facilities will be provided on affordable rates, and the skill development will be skill training will be provided to the laborers and women. The contribution of our women will be 70% in the economic activities, and India will become a food basket of the world, and our farmers will do it. Honorable Chairman, sir, as we know that if the middle income group is happy, then the whole country is happy. If we respect the farmers and the poor, it means we respect all, and it will be the welfare of all the sections. Chairman, sir. Sir, if I have talked about the respect and welfare of the poor and the happiness of middle class, why are they unhappy? Because for 60 years you have given just pain, and we have released this pain of the people, and middle income group has been given rebate in tax, and their pain shows they don't have any sympathy with the people, and they are living with their old tape record. They have nothing as innovation. So this time there is no foreign sparking, and this is quite clear in the opposition. If there is no spark, there is no spark in the opposition also. Are you getting me? Nishi Kanji told something about this in the morning, and you should understand this clue. There was tax terrorism in the regime, and this terrorism was brought by them, and now they are asking us, why have you presented such budget? And what did Rahul Gandhi ji say? Leader of opposition says he says it's a band-aid budget. You have been creating wounds, and we have been healing these wounds. This is a booster budget.
Short. और जो कहते हैं कि पैराडाइम शिफ्ट.
And when they talk about paradigm shift, Honorable Chairman, sir, I would like to say that there is paradigm shift. During UPA, there was scam in India, 2G scam, Commonwealth Games scam, or Antriksh Deva scam, coal scam, Augusta Westland scam. There were so many scams during your regime, and now there is no scam. And today, this is the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji that we are moving towards development. We talk about Khelo India, Viksit India, Startup India. Dayanidhi Maran ji was talking about Khelo India. He mentioned the sports minister in his state, but he did not mention the contribution of Modi ji. I was the then sports minister.
Aspirational India will not sit until we make India Viksit. और ये विकसित भारत हम बना.
And we will make India a developed Bharat, and all our schemes are moving in that direction. When there was budget during Congress regime, it was for the welfare of a single family. But today, the budget of Modi government is for national welfare and for national welfare. For them, the family was a priority, and for us, the country is our priority. That is why, time and again, we are moving ahead. I know that in the name of middle class, why you are so sad, and that sadness is reflected because the middle class, the taxpayers, they were filling their coffers. The tax was given by middle class, and the congressmen used to siphon the money, and they were doing a scam after a scam for them. Middle class was filling their coffer. For us, the middle class is a growth partner in the development of the nation. During their time, there was tax terrorism. There was, and they used to put pressure on taxpayers. And during our time, relief is given, and one nation, one tax is brought. If somebody brought a GST, it was brought by Honorable Prime Minister, and today there is record the GST collection 1,75,000 crore rupees. On average, we are collecting GST collection. We are making GST collection each month, and this budget is not confined to figures of GDP. The gross domestic product, what we call this GDP for us is Garib Desh Bhakti and Pragati. GDP, Garib Desh Bhakti, and the money of middle class is not to fill the coffer of Congress, rather it will go into their own account, because the brothers and sisters of middle class now, you will not have to pay any tax up to the income of 12 lakhs, and you have been made free tax up to 12 lakh. Check the zero, Rahul ji. There is another zero. Supriya ji is saying I'm not showing it. It's not the question of the seats of the Congress. I've left it. If you think that we have made a 0% tax for middle class, and if you think that you are not happy, then I have seen the happiness on the face of the crores of people of middle class, because they are partner in the development of the nation. When you count this zero, please do not address. I gave this reference in terms of Rahul ji about checking this zero. Honorable Chairman, in 2014 in the Lok Sabha election, the people of Delhi had given 0 seats. In 2015 Lok Sabha Assembly, it was 0. In 2019 Lok Sabha, it was 0. In 2020 Legislative Assembly election, it was 0. In 2024 Lok Sabha, it was 0. 2025 Legislative Assembly, it was 0. So this all 0. They are making the record of 0. If anybody has done it, it is under the leadership of Rahul ji. Congress has done it.
Nothing will go on record. Nothing will go on record.
सर ये दिल्ली वालों ने तो कांग्रेस
These Delhites have given big 0 to Congress, and they are going to give 0 to Trinamool in West Bengal. So I'm talking about middle class and the tax relief given to them. So I was not even born then, but 28 February 1970, I'm not talking about June 1975 when Indira Gandhi ji had imposed emergency. I'm talking about 28 February 1970 when Indira Gandhi very mercilessly had imposed taxes on middle class. And I would just quote one line, the speech of Indira Gandhi ji. Indira Gandhi ji, you can lay it. Indira ji, this is the Congress party. I'm not permitting. Congress party wants that the tap of Indira Gandhi should not run, and rule also says Indira Gandhi, on the one hand, she imposed emergency on 28th February 1970. Look at the tax structure of the Congress. The people who toil hard, indirect tax, 97.5% was imposed. 97.5% was the imposition of tax. And sir, I would like to ask Supriya ji, I would like to ask Manish Tiwari ji and other leaders of opposition, 97.5% tax was right, and today zero tax is right.
उस समय 5,000 के
After 5,000, so much tax was imposed.
कोई चीज रिकॉर्ड
Nothing is going on record.
except अनुराग ठाकुर जी स्पीच. प्लीज आप कहिए.
माननीय सभापति
Honorable Chairman, sir, why are you looking that side? You address me, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chairman, sir. I saw the pain of Manish ji because his income may be more than 12 lakhs. I won't comment on that, but the crores of people who have income of 12 lakh with all responsibility